please say what you just said.
Yeah, so basically, since they housed illegals in RAF Wethersfield, during summer times, they would sit down in a castle park, especially where the duck pond is, where the picnic chairs are. And my daughter, coming from the secondary school, she have to walk through there, and she would tell me on numerous occasions that they try to engage with the young girls, trying to take pictures of them or exchange the social media accounts, like, oh, what's your Insta, what's your Snapchat, and all that.
Yeah.
And me personally came across one of the guy's accounts, Snapchat accounts, and he was filming like young girls sunbathing in a castle park. So obviously I plastered his mugshot all over the Facebook, and as we know, police wouldn't do anything about all this, and it's shocking, it's shocking, and the government allows all this. It's like they don't care about the locals, the safety, I mean, end of the day, these people come from the different culture, right? I don't know, probably most of us are aware how they treat women and the girls. So why are they allowed to roam like free, without any supervision? I mean, that is processing center. You don't know until they've been processed, right? Going according to home office logic, right? Why would you allow people that you haven't even processed yet, not knowing who they are, how dangerous they might be? Why you allow them walking streets? In fact, you bust them into Colchester, Chelmsford, and Braintree. How can you do that? And you don't even know who the people are.
So, have you got any thoughts on how to fix this?
Well, in my honest opinion, is just send them back. Just send them back. I mean, they say, oh, I'm escaping war and stuff. There is no war in France, right? Some of them, they've been also like in my country from Latvia. So, and they get paid more like child benefit, right? They will get paid more than the local. But yet, and the conditions are good there. It's peaceful and stuff. And yet they still escape my country, running away from what? It's peaceful. If anything, it's probably more peaceful than UK. So what are they running from?
So hang on. So you're saying that they get better benefits in Latvia than
Yes,
do in England?
yes.
They still come here for the free hotel and the 3 meals a day.
I don't know where they're coming here, but obviously, if you compare, the life is more peaceful there than here.
No, that's really.
And especially when they're saying, UK is so racist, so this, so that. Why are you coming here then?
I've never heard
why?
that. That's fascinating.
I wouldn't go to my abuser, back to my abuser,
No.
Because I don't like him, how he treats me. So why would I go back to my abuser? So it's the same here, like with racism, you accuse UK of racism and all that. Well, why are you coming here then? If it's so bad, then stay, I don't know, in France, if it's much better, according to some.
That's staggering. That's really.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's absolutely, honestly, it's crazy. And I think we're coming to the tipping point.
Yes.
I suspect maybe even this summer, when people would have a fucking enough with all this.
So you can feel it.
I can feel it, yeah. Yeah, I can feel it.
Where people just had enough and they're going to start pushing back.
Yeah.
How do you see that pushing back?
Violence.
Happening?
Violence.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, I love all these people coming and show their like we don't want them there. But from what I go from Wethersfield, they still keep sending them. They're gonna top up the numbers so people can go protest and whatever, but the Home Office still do what they do.
Yeah. So do you think the protests are doing anything? Do you think the protests are doing anything?
Raising awareness.
Yeah.
At the moment, what I see is raising awareness. But I think if you wanna change, you can't reach that by just peacefully marching.
No.
And that's the reality. Because if you look back in history, things change when people get violent. When people get fed up with situation, nobody's listening to them, and just keep repeating far right racist, far right racist. What do you think people are gonna do? Nobody's listening to them. So they're gonna freaking start, bite back.
I mean, you're saying you live in Essex. In Essex, the Peasants' Revolt started with Wat Tyler from I think it was Billericay. And he went all the way to the king. And that's why the Magna Carta was written. So the history of British resolve to get things their way, do you think that's going to happen again?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people are still scared.
Yeah.
Like be scared, called racist, fascist, and all that. So I think what people need to is cross that point that, you don't give a shit about labels anymore,
Yeah.
you know. And once you reach that, then you don't give a shit about situation. If you need to go somewhere, do something, you will do. It's not like I'm saying, oh yeah, let's get violence, but history repeats. History shows up. The only change you can make a change is by doing what you have to do, which is violence. You know,
And you think that's close?
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I would say this summer I think there's going to be a lot more people coming out and potentially getting violent as well.
Because there's a
Because
visceral
nobody's listening.
pushback.
Yeah.
And they hear they know the message, but they choose not to do anything about it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and
That's
for
being irresponsible with our lives.
exactly,
And don't allow that.
and for them it's easier to label you far right
Yes.
racist.
Shuts the
And
conversation down.
exactly.
Yeah.
Then you've got to spend the next half an hour explaining that you're not
Exactly.
racist.
And I think this is another thing that people have lost is debate.
yes.
You know, what happened with that? You know, have a peaceful debate. You know, you tell your point, I will tell my point, you know, whatever.
And this is why I'm
But-
out here now, because I'm trying to get people's opinions.
Yeah.
I wanted to spark a debate through the channel to hear your voices, to really get the point across that everyone's a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, and they care.
Yeah.
Not far right, not racist.
Yeah. I reckon if anything it's the other side that are racist.
Yeah, it is.
Because if me as an immigrant talking about the situation that's happening with illegal immigration and stuff, I get called all sorts of names.
Yeah.
You know, and not one so far, not one far right thug has called me racist names or told me to go back to my own country. You know.
So do you think that the right and the left, what I've seen, I think, is the left has shifted so far to the left
Yes.
that centrism is now far right.
Yeah, but the same goes with the right.
Yeah.
They've gone. Some of them gone so far right that you can't be in the middle.
Right.
So, in my opinion, you know, I called a couple people out, you know, and, oh, you're leftist. Mate, I'm not even leftist. Like, what are you talking? So the problem is on both sides,
yeah.
you know, and it goes down to there is no debate.
Yeah.
People don't talk all day, you know, shutting down with labeling this, that, you know.
Do you think that's because they're on purpose make people angry?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, yeah. But that's the situation we are in now.
Well, thank you very much. That